This, my friends, is the morning brunch. Starts off the conference, and it's nice.
Six cuts that were a total of maybe 5.5, 6 minutes. And I said, if they listen, she had told Andrew, I'm going to listen to it over dinner with my producer. And I said, okay, we've curated this to an over dinner yes. It's basically what this is. And I said, if they do listen to it over dinner, we'll be getting a call tomorrow. And we did get a call.
Good morning, my friends. I'm here at this year's Production Music Conference in Los Angeles. I guess it's first morning. Everybody's getting at the registration table is a big line, so I stopped. I got coffee they provided to get that started and just wait till that line dies. But I'm going to try to get on and talk as much as I can about this if I can. But as I mentioned to you guys, a lot of channels that you follow that I've mentioned, they're here. You know, Dave Croft is here, John Mayer's here, a lot of amazing talent at this conference. And I'll definitely keep you guys filled in on that if I can. And other than that, let's see where this goes. It's always a great event. And as I've said before, I highly recommend this. I really do. And this isn't the only conference. You've got others. You've got the Taxi Road Rally. I know a lot of people have an opinion of Taxi, but if you look deep into that, trust me, Taxi is the only service I'd ever refer that some people would think it's pay for play, but it's just a little bit different. You have to understand that. But anyway, I'll check in as time progresses. I can't even talk.
To this question is, you know, I started my company in 1994, and for those of you who have been around the production music space, there were, I'd say, probably about 10 independent companies who all kind of did the same sort of thing. If you remember Mark Ferrari and Master Source, Barbara Jordan and Heavy Hitters Music, there's Position Music.
Doing something else every day, I would get pretty bored if I had to write the same style of music every day, even though sometimes I do that. And I believe that in different periods in your career, different approaches might work. Like, I think you start off
annual ceremony. That's pretty amazing, y'all, right? Yeah. Tonight, we'll celebrate this year's incredible accomplishments in production music. We'll honor creative achievement in all different genres and present 2 big legacy honors, the Ambassador Award and the Hall of Fame Award. So you could say, we got one big ass night, right?
Well, I think with Gary, and with Parkin, it's not apples to apples. Yeah. People that are here are like,
I love the front row. I mean, it's very, I could see that working as well. You could work in a fashion shoot as well, front row. I mean, there's a lot of flexibility, which is where I'm thinking, I could go there as well. I was going to agree with Jake about it's quite male. Obviously, a female vocal or something, I don't know, it feels a little bit like it had it.
Well, my friends, there's not a whole lot I can get on and talk about. I think some of these guys get a little weird about turning the camera on at the conference. But I am doing some video shots of things. But other than that, just kind of get on and just kind of show you that this is a conference where people, if you're getting into music licensing, people are really serious in this industry. This is a conference you come to because you've got a lot of connected people. But what's amazing to me is the amount of talent that is so overwhelming at this conference that it just blows my mind, but I love it, you know, and I try to soak in as much of it as I can and talk to as many people I can because you just don't know who you're talking to or who you're going to meet. You just don't know. Sometimes it could be that one person that connects with you and sees your music and goes, you know, I really love what you're doing, and it's happened. Don't think it hasn't. This has happened. I really love what you're doing. Send me some more stuff. And all of a sudden, you're working with them in a project, and you've taken your music career to a whole nother level. And that's the point of it, you know. And I know sometimes it's like, it's expensive to go to that conference, you know. I mean, it might take a few $1,000s a year out of your pocket, but you're investing in what you want to do. And it takes more than one conference to really get used to things, but you know, you may come to your first conference and I got nothing out of it. You got more than you think out of it. If you just stop and just kind of pay attention who you're talking to. You know, I had dinner last night with one of my publishers, and the guy next to him is his best friend. I mean, he's produced records for Anthrax and a lot of these huge metal bands. He does a lot of other stuff, and he's had music in movies and stuff. He does a lot of production music. He's done a lot of documentaries and a lot of promo ads. Greatest guy. We sat for hours just hanging and talking last night. In fact, funny story is that if you've seen that movie The Sandlot years ago, if you remember that movie and you remember the famous line, "You're killing me, Smalls," that guy was standing right next to us in the bar. In fact, I got a picture of him, he and I. He was standing right next to us in the bar. It was funny as can be, and I had to stop and think, I know that guy. And they were sitting there going, "No, is that really him?" I said, "Sandlot's got to be." I Googled it. I said, "That's him, I'm telling you." And they were like, "No, I don't know." I said, "Listen, y'all live here in Los Angeles. You see it all the time. It's got to be him." And the guy that's with my publisher goes over, gets a photo with him, and goes, "It's him, man. He's cool as can be. Patrick Renna." And he was cool, though. I walked up to him, just said hey, and got a photo with him. So in the midst of all that, you see that too. And for a minute, we thought maybe he was a composer. He's just at the conference. But I would have seen him a lot earlier, and he wasn't. He was just at the hotel bar here with friends. But again, you just don't know who you're standing around, who you're going to talk to, and where that may lead. And that's the beauty of this conference. So if I can get anybody on here, I will. But it's just, if you're going to learn this industry, it's just so much information to soak in. You just take it, and it's going to take time. You're going to get used to it and learn all this stuff. But as I told you, Tracy and Vance Marino that wrote that book I talked about, that Hey, That's My Song, they're here. And that is a fantastic book. And I'm telling you, that is a book that would be a user manual for you. And I suggest getting that book. I'm sorry, that's some noise over here. They're setting up a stage or something. But and there's others. And if you just learn this business, I mean, you're always going to continue to learn because it's changing. I'm learning still. And I'm not the be-all, end-all. By any means am I the be-all, end-all. But because I enjoy sitting with these guys here and just learning. Like last night with Eddie and them at the table, I'm just listening, man. Because just hearing what they do and what my possibilities could be is amazing. But what it's doing is making me realize what I need to do more of. You know, I haven't met a publisher this year yet that I can send music to. I already know there's some I want to. But I'm getting a lot of good FaceTime with people I see every year and realizing things I need to do. And you get more out of this than you think. You really do. So, but anyway, all is well. And if I get anything cool, I'll get on and cut you in on it. I will indeed.